Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Toya B, and I am back again with another video. Today I'm making meatloaf. Here I have 3 pounds of ground beef. I have the 80/20. And here are some onions, green bell pepper, some minced garlic, my meatloaf seasoning mix. I have 2 of those, 3 eggs. I have 3 pieces of toast that I'll be crumbling up and putting in there, some milk, ketchup, and I also, in addition to the seasoning packs, I will be using my own. So I have garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, ground black pepper, and some parsley flakes. Here I am seasoning the meat. So I'm going in with the first pack of meatloaf seasoning mix. There goes the second pack. Dump it in there. And now I'm going in with my seasoned salt. Y'all know I do not measure. Adding my onion powder. Just sprinkle, sprinkle. Garlic powder. The garlic powder acted like it didn't want to come out, but I think I got enough. Next, I am going in with some ground black pepper. My parsley flakes. Parsley doesn't taste like anything to me, but I just like to add it. So now I'm adding the chopped onion, and I did chop a whole onion, a yellow onion. Put the whole thing in there, and this is my green bell pepper. That's just one that I chopped up. Here is my minced garlic. It's just the kind of in the jar. Make sure you get all of it out. All of it. We're not leaving no crumbs on the table. There goes my eggs. Throw those up in there. And that's my toast that I crumbled up. I know it looks big, but the liquid will absorb it. You won't be able to see it. Now I am going in with my milk. Everybody knows I don't measure. I just pour until it feels right to me. So there are instructions on the packet though as to how much you should use. And I also like to add ketchup to the mix. So I'm going in with my ketchup. And sometimes I will do meatloaf with gravy, but today I preferred ketchup. I'm gonna go ahead and give everything a good old mix. Make sure everything is incorporated. This piece right here was still frozen, so that's why you see me working on that like I am, to just get it chopped up so that I can mix it in with everything else. So just mixing, just making sure everything is incorporated and pulling everything from the bottom. I'm speeding it up for you guys so you won't get bored watching me just mixing up my meatloaf. And see, right now it's kind of not soupy, but I don't know how to explain it. The more I mix, it'll get more tacky, and that lets you know that the toast is sticking to it, because that's what makes it that way. So I'm just mixing. Looks like it's almost there. That is the consistency that I like to see. Almost there. All right, so I'm satisfied with that. So now I'm going to take the meat and transfer it into this baking pan, and this is a 13x9 pan. I don't typically use the meatloaf pans. I have one, but I just prefer this because I use so much meat, and I like to have the room to place it in and form it how I want to form it. So yeah, here I am forming it, and just keep working on it until it's like formed to your satisfaction. That's what it's all about, how you like it. Nobody else but you. All right. It's almost how I like it. Looking good. Spin it around. Flip it. Yep. Straighten it up. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is cover it in some foil. And I'm going to let it bake. I do have my oven preheated to 375 degrees today because I am in a rush because, of course, hubby has to go to work. And I'm trying to hurry up so he can have a meal before he gets going. And then I'm going to prick some holes at the top to let some of the steam escape while it's in the oven. And in the oven we are going. In the meantime, I'm going to show y'all my side dishes. Just some boxed Hungry Jack mashed potatoes and corn, my faves. All right. So the meatloaf cooked for about an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm taking it, here it goes fresh out the oven. And as you can see, looks pretty gross to me. I like to cut it in the middle to see if it is cooked all the way through. So that's what I'm doing here. And just note that this, I don't know if that's fat or whatever on the top of the meatloaf, but I do scrape that off. I do. I cannot. All right, so I cut it in the middle, and then I am looking to see if it's still pink there. And I don't know if you all can see it or not, but it's done, but I just want it to cook a little longer. So back into the oven. I put it back into the oven for about another 20 minutes. This time I put it in uncovered at 400 degrees because, as I stated before, time is not on my side right now. So I'm taking it out the pan because I need to drain that grease because I don't like my meatloaf just sitting in grease. I think that's disgusting to me, but that's just me. Taking it out the pan, and I have a bowl here that I'm going to discard the grease in. So that's what you'll see me doing here. Look at all that. And then I'm also going to wash my pan. I'm just going to wash it out so we can start all over with another clean pan. I don't know if everybody else does this, but that's just my thing. So here I am. The pan is clean now, and I am going to return the meatloaf into the pan. There we go. I'm trying to be steady. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. All right. Got it. Now what I'm gonna do is cut the meatloaf, and as you can see, I am going to be cutting it into some pretty thick slices. We don't like those little thin rinky-dinky slices, so we like the thicker cuts. And I'm kind of struggling because this knife is just not doing what it needs to do. I'm gonna buy me some more knives. I sure am. But yeah, I'm just cutting the meatloaf. Cut. Just slicing and dicing. That's a lot of meat. Man. All right, just slice. So now what I'm gonna do is go in with my ketchup, and I'm just gonna skirt it, just everywhere. I like a lot of ketchup on my meatloaf. A lot. And then I'm gonna take my spoon and spread it around so that every piece of it is has ketchup on it. Just spreading it. get into the cracks and the crevices. That's what I'm doing now. With that spoon, I want to make sure that the slices, like the parts in between here, are coated with not a lot of ketchup, but some. And some people prefer tomato sauce, tomato paste, but it's just my preference. I prefer ketchup. And I'm going in with more because I noticed that the sides were looking a little neglected. So I went back in with a little more, and I'm just continuing to spread it all around. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Now I'm gonna put it back in the oven uncovered at 400 degrees. And I had it in there for about 10 minutes this time because somebody's looking over my shoulder like I got to get to work now. So I'm like, all right, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't feeding you no raw meat. So what I'm gonna do is transfer it to his plate here. I already have my mashed potatoes and corn there. And since he is rushing me, I'm giving him this little end piece at the end now. How about that? All right, so that's that is hubby's plate. And then I just made me a small plate. I wasn't that hungry, but I just wanted to taste it. All right, so this is my little plate, and I am cutting into my slice of meatloaf, and look at that. It was juicy, it wasn't dry, and I'm gonna mix it with some mashed taters and eat it like that. And I just wanna thank you all for watching. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. Peace and blessings, bye.